So here's what autophagy is. What we have learned in the last, let's see, probably last 6 or 7 years is
Hmm.
that through science, is that when our blood sugar goes down for a significant period of time, they say it's about 17 hours. So at about the 17-hour mark, it
Hmm.
creates a signal to the cells to start to become more efficient.
Hmm.
So, and by efficient, I mean that the cell senses that it's not getting any glucose coming into it. And so it creates this reaction where it turns within the cell and it says, okay, we better eat the bacteria in here. We better eat the viruses, the pathogens. We're going to have to clean this up. We need to go to the mitochondria. We need to start to repair the mitochondria and the endoplasmic reticulum. We need to make this cell more efficient because
Hmm.
we don't know when glucose is coming.
Yeah.
So it's this inherent mechanism in our cells to make themselves stronger, but you got to go 17 hours without food to really maximize it. Although I will say there's other ways to get autophagy. Exercise is one,
Hmm.
sleep is one. So autophagy is working often, but fasting is a really hyper speed to autophagy.
Wow. And I'm sure people listening to this episode right now, just hearing about how amazing the body is
Right?
in terms of its innate intelligence and wanting to not just survive, but thrive beyond it, right? We talk about miracles. This is the ultimate miracle of the human body, which is autophagy. Once you cross that 17-hour, the body is awakening its inner intelligence and discovering we don't need that. We need this, right? How
Yep.
can we? I mean, autophagy literally means eating your own self, right? Isn't that
Yes,
what it means?
yes. Yeah. But and
Self-eating.
it or a lot of people think of it as self-detox. The other thing it does when you stimulate autophagy is the
Hmm.
best way to look at it is you're turning this intelligence on inside the cell that
Right.
knows what that cell needs better than you do. And so sometimes what that intelligence decides is, hey, this cell is a cancer cell, or this cell is going to become a cancer cell. So I better kill it. So it creates
Yeah.
something called apoptosis, where instead of cleaning it up, it kills it. Well,
Mm.
this is awesome because if I have a cancer cell inside of me, I don't want it to replicate. I want
Mm.
an intelligence to come in and kill it before it turns into more cancer cells. So there's really like
Right.
two sides to it. It makes the cell efficient, it
Yeah.
detoxes those pathogens, and then sometimes it decides to kill it so that it can get rid of the ones that are going to turn into something really harmful for you.
Yeah. And something came to my mind right now is sometimes we think about the fact that we are this one individual, we're this human being, but
Mm,
what we don't realize is that we're actually a country, a nation of cells.
I love that. I
And
love
if
that's
each
exactly
cell
right.
is thinking on its own, then
Yeah.
it's efficient. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
wonderful.
love that. That's a great analogy.